Yinka's platform yesterday. Some of these brothers and sisters, even those that you think, those that you believe are the intelligent ones, they are deliberately perpetrating lies. They are deliberately changing facts. Now I'm going to tell you how I came in contact with Mama Mohbad. As you all know, a petition was filed against King White. King White was at the verge of being arrested at Zone 2. King White, being wise and smart, saw that he was going to be arrested. He now ran away from Zone 2. When he ran away from Zone 2, he left the phone behind. Because when you go to the station, they always make you leave your phone behind. So he left the phone behind. And when King White and I reconciled, when we settled our differences on the MFM platform, we now agreed that King White should come to the station and I would go in and cancel it, because if he goes into the station, he's still subject to arrest until the warrant is completely cancelled. So he was going to come to the station so that he can pick up his phone and evidence to be handed to him to show that I have cancelled it. Because I could lie to him and say I've cancelled it and set up a trap for him. So to convince him that I'm a man of my word, I told him to come, but don't come into the station. I go in, I do the cancellation, and then you can come in and sign for the phone. That was the arrangement. Now, on the way going, I called King White to say, where are you? Because I was having problems that morning to print the document.
Tap, please.
So I called him to say, where are you? He said they were at Marriott. Okay, you're at Marriott. I'm heading out. I've spent 2 hours. I was running 2 hours behind because I was fighting with the printer. It did not work. So I told them to go ahead. I would meet them there. Who is them? He had told me that Mama Mohbad was coming. He had told me that there was a lady that was coming. So I was expecting 3 of them. And apparently the phone, according to the information, the phone actually belonged to the lady, not King White. But it was King White that took the phone there. So when I got to Third Mainland Bridge, I called him. And King White now told me he was not there, but that Mama Mohbad and the lady were there, or they were in the vicinity. So I was like, okay. I'd actually told them to print the document to save us time. So I'd sent the document to King White. Now, what's his name? My friend, Chairman and I, we were going to do some investigation on everything Mohbad. So I told Chairman, meet me there so that we can do it at the same time. And for me, inviting Chairman was to have evidence so that people would not say African TV is lying or blah, 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 blah. So Chairman was going to meet me there. And coincidentally, Chairman got there first. When Chairman got there, he called me and I told him to call King White. And when he discovered that King White was not there, King White now told us that Mama Mohbad was already in the vicinity. So not to keep Chairman waiting, I told Chairman, call Mama Mohbad so that you can meet with them and you can engage them before I get there. So that was how that went. But chairman and I waited. As we waited for the lady and Mama Mohbad, we had to go in because the officer came and took us in. So while we were in the office of the officers, Mama Mohbad and the lady showed up. They showed up. Chairman was sitting at the back. I greeted Mama Mohbad and the lady. I now tried to introduce Chairman to Mama Mohbad. Chairman gave me a sign not to introduce him. I was surprised. So that's how I met Mama Mohbad. And we spent about 5-6 hours at that station together while the police were doing all the runaround to remove the petition. So that's how that went. Your 3 questions. Oh, that's the second one. Your third question, why do I feel that Yomi is lying? I feel that Yomi is lying because at that AIG's office, Zone 2, I spoke to the senior officers all the way to the AIG's door. They don't have any petition, they don't have any warrant for Yomi. I repeat, at Zone 2, at the AIG's door, and I'm being specific saying the AIG's door, they have no petition against Yomi Aloba. If you want to hear the truth, they actually have a petition against Yomi. Yomi is the one that is holding a petition in the AIG's office against Yomi Fabiyi. They don't have any warrants against Yomi. Now, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. They have several departments under the AIG's office. The people that were going to arrest King White, they work for the AIG. So if I go in there dealing with King White matter, and I say to you, AIG has released King White, I would be justified. There is a technicality in linguistic delivery that people need to understand, and that is why we can detect when somebody is lying. We can detect when you're lying by the words you use. When you're technical, when you don't have to be technical, it's a red flag. Let me repeat it again. Thank you, gifters. I appreciate you. I don't get to do this a lot. I appreciate that. I didn't sleep until 5 a.m. and I had to rush up because I promised to be up here by 7. So now the technicality of somebody going to the AIG's office, which is the entire Zone 2. In Zone 2, they have so many departments. So even if you go to the cafeteria and you said I'm at AIG's office, you would be justified. If you spoke to a corporal there and you said, I've been told at the AIG's office that there is a warrant for Yomi, and you're getting your information from a corporal, you would be justified. But the truth of the matter, the realistic fact is, to get a warrant, you have to go through the courts. Now, let me explain this. The police, every police person has a warrant card, or arrest card rather. Every police officer has the power to arrest. So let's look at me, say AFTV police officer, AFTV says I'm going to arrest Yomi. I may arrest Wunmi if I see Wunmi as an officer. But that arrest has to be justified legally. And if I do that because I'm a friend of Yomi, I may be putting my job on the line. But the language that Yomi used, and if you dare me, those of you that screen record, go and find his video when he was on the phone and he said AIG has issued a warrant for Wunmi. Now, let me help you guys, Yomi fans. There are so many departments. Moderator, please help me mute any noise or any bad comments. Moderators, help me mute bad comments and noise. And if you're coming up, please, as usual, try and mute as soon as you see yourself on the box, because the noise will distract. So, my investigation reveals that, number one, there is no court in the land of Nigeria or Lagos that has given Yomi Fabiyi any warrant on Wunmi. And I'm not saying this because I support or hate Wunmi. And I'm not saying this because I hate or support Yomi. I'm just telling you, my fellow public, the gospel truth that I know. Now, if you love Yomi, tell Yomi, ask him these two questions. Go on his platform. Tell him, Yomi, show us the warrant. Yomi, tell us the section, department that has issued a warrant. If Yomi shows you the warrant issued by a court, I will leave justice for Mohbad forever. And that warrant must come out between now and Monday. I give Yomi today to Monday midnight, going into Tuesday, to show you a warrant, a paper. Tell Yomi, you want to see paper that has the charges, the signature of the court that issued the warrant for Wunmi. Tell Yomi to show you the section, because in AIG's office, they have so many sections. They have so many departments. So maybe the department he's dealing with, maybe the officer there has promised him to arrest Wunmi. Maybe the officer promised him, oh, Wunmi did not show up, Wunmi did not cooperate, I'm going to arrest her. I'm going to arrest Wunmi is different from there is a warrant issued for Wunmi. So that is why I believe he is lying. I'm not going to go too deep because other people get the opportunity to ask the same question or maybe add another line of question to it. So, Jagumolu,
can I ask follow-up questions? Can I ask follow-up questions, right? Is that okay?
Brother, you stay here. You're on the panelist.
Okay.
Let's give some people other chance. And if nobody is talking, you can bring your question up again. All right, next person. Anybody with a question, please come up. I appreciate you joining the live. I really want to tell you my truth, my journey on justice for Mohbad, the godly life. Yes. Paula Dilo, good morning, my dear lady.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, Paula. Good morning and welcome back from your travels.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Africa TV.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, when you were saying something yesterday on your speech, you said Iris is a scam. Please, can you explain to us? What do you mean?
Yes, Supreme Iron Lady, unfortunately, Aya Shongo is a scam. She's a fraud. I say it and I say it 100 times. The reason she's a scam is because she used my signature to file petitions without my consent. She put my name on legal documents without my consent. She said it yesterday that she only sent me, if you were listening carefully, she said at one point, it was only after the day before he goes there, I sent him the document. That's true. That is so true. Supreme scanned my signature. Please mute. Who is that? John Toriolong. Moderators, help me, please. This information must be clean, must not be misinterpreted. I want it to be as clean as possible. Even this thing on my face, this white thing, I don't know how to remove it, but that's for fine boys, don't worry. So please, moderators, help me. Supreme Iron Lady is a fraud. When you take somebody's signature, even if you take your wife, your husband's signature, without them telling you go ahead, you are fraud. She said it, she confessed, but a lot of people did not know the magnitude of the confession. Supreme frauded me by putting my name. Do you know part of the problem we have? Supreme said she was going to petition the magistrate. She was going to petition the magistrate in my name with my signature. That was when I said, oh girl, you don't pass your boundary. You don't pass your boundary. What most of you don't know, I did not want to talk about Supreme for over a month. I kept my cool, still talking nice about her, until she started sending her people to put out lies on me that I collected donations. She started telling people, mi o mọ nǹkankan. That is why you saw me yesterday confronting her. Now, she's a fraud because Supreme was collecting money without my knowledge. Supreme, I heard some people on MFM, some people saying African TV was collecting donation. That is an insult. We have about 100 and something people here. Can any of you boastfully come out and say you have been on a platform where African TV has called for money and received money? I challenge you. But Supreme was doing it underground without my knowledge. Supreme was using my name to collect money. Supreme was using my signature to file legal documents without my consent.
African TV, sorry.
Oga, please. Oga, no, sorry, wait. Let me learn. Do
you have evidence of what you are saying? Because I believe in evidence.
Sir, interrupt me.
Hold on.
Now, let me break it down for you guys. For those who have ears, I'm sitting on my own jejely with my foundation. I'm sitting on my own jejely. Let me tell you the wickedness of some of the people on this Your Justice for Mobile. Who is unmuting, please? That noise must go. This man, I'll drop you. Oga Ade Kinikon. Please, if you want to enjoy this, please. Now, I'm sitting on my own jejely. I get a phone call from Supreme. The phone call is African TV, Baonia, Shongo, blah, 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 blah. Mowa. African TV, Baoni Foundation, Shetigeti approval. Shetigeti approval. To get approval, you know, our okay. Now, the reason I told her that is because sorry, I'm responding to some people who are chatting me up. Sorry if it sounds like I'm not concentrated. Now, I told her, yes, we have our approval. It's just two friends talking. As a matter of fact, we have two approvers. We have two approvers on the foundation, and we have like 12 disapprovers because people went and did whatever they were doing to sabotage the foundation. They were doing whatever they could. It's like I even blocked these people chatting me. Please, brothers and sisters, chatting me on WhatsApp. Let me be me. Let me be natural. Your chat is distracting me.
Block their house.
No. They're good people. They're good people. Please, no cussing. These are people that at least they respect me and I respect them. So no cussing. So those chatting me, I have to close this thing because it's distracting me from flowing. So please, we won't be able to talk until this is over. So I'm just muting the WhatsApp. Thank you. Now back to where I was. Supreme called me. African TV Baoni Africa Foundation. The answer in my head is because most people already know that some people are going to sabotage me with the CAC. I am the only foundation that I know that has paid 12 times for something that you can do in 15 minutes and maximum 2 months, you get your certificate. So, can you hear me, please? If you can hear me, just say yes, Jerry. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, okay. We can hear you.
Is there any way to block phone calls on the same phone that you're using and still be able to go live? Is there any way to
except using Wi-Fi? You can use Wi-Fi.
Use Wi-Fi to do what?
You off your network, then you use Wi-Fi to connect with the phone you're using.
No, I'm talking direct phone call. Phone call.
That's what I'm saying. If you